Okay, so I'm live right now. I am just going live because why not? I've never went live on YouTube before, and I figured I would try it out and just kind of see what the vibe is and see what it looks like. Okay, those are the reactions. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. I've been thinking about my forehead looks so textured. I need to like use something to like pull it back. But yeah, I have been thinking about what do you call it? Um taking content more seriously, taking my social media channels a little bit more seriously. Um I feel like I kind of always have these seasons where I'm like telling myself to take my content more seriously and telling myself to like do more. Um but I don't know, I really feel it this time around like I can't speak to I guess like what's going to happen. Like, I think before part of the reason why like being so consistent with content was such like a thing was because like I had expectations for what would happen. Like in 6 months, I'm gonna get this many followers, and this many weeks I'm gonna do this, and this many months I'm gonna do that. And I don't know, I feel like that mindset and like I'm going to make this happen by this date works for some people, but I don't think it works for me. I don't think deadlines like that work for me. I think I'm more so like a commit to the process type of person. And as the process happens, you know, um, things work out the way they're meant to. Um, oh shoot. Just got an interesting text. Um, um, so yeah, I think I'm like not really upset. Not upset, what the fuck? Um, I think the key to doing content, doing anything really, but talking about content right now, is to do it in the way that makes sense for you, to do it in the way that works for you. And I think I've just been doing it in a way that like I've been seeing other people do it, but not doing my goals in a way that makes sense for me. And I think what makes sense for me is just like, for a lack of a better word, I really like to tally how many times I can clock in. Like, I like to just see how far I can go. And another thing about me, I love to research growth. Like, for example, I love looking at my portfolio on YouTube, like looking at like my page and seeing all my videos. And I love looking at like, okay, my bottom video, or not my bottom videos, but like my older videos look like this, and then like my newer videos look like this, and then my newest videos look like this. Like I love to see the changes happen. And I love to like analyze how I'm changing and how things make me feel and how I'm experiencing things differently as time goes on. Like that, like I love that. I love to just see I really just love to see how I grow. And for me, I think because I love to see how I grow, it's important for me to like consistently clock in because I can't see my growth if I'm not clocking in to grow, you know? So yeah, I think I'm just like figuring out like different ways to like make my goals make sense to me, like different ways to make what I'm pursuing and achieving make sense for me. I think I've been following other people's formulas because I'm like, oh, that's what works. So that's what I'll do. But sometimes what works for them is not what works for you. Like what works for other people works for them because it's them. But things work for me differently, and I don't have to have the same mindset of other people just because it's successful on them. Like, it might be successful on them because it's them, you know? That's something I'm really, really learning and tuning in with. So, yeah. Mm. I wonder if I can post this video after I'm done. If I can post it, I'm gonna just post it like as a new video. That'd be fire. But yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about just going live more and honestly just in general becoming more comfortable on camera. And oh, here's another thing that I learned about myself. Content for me, okay. So I'm gonna just say the first part before I say that part actually. Content for me is the best when I make it easy. Content for me is the best when I make it easy. So what I mean is just like if I have something that's on my mind, like a simple thought, I don't have to expand that because this is oftentimes what I do. I have a thought and then I'm like, okay, I have to expand that thought and make that thought a whole 15-minute video. I don't have to do that every time. Learning that content sometimes for me can just be I had a thought and I'm just going to expand on this thought for these 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm gonna hit record and put it on TikTok or YouTube or wherever or Instagram and let it be simple has really like clicked in my mind. It made sense for me, like, made sense for me. Like, oh my gosh, I don't have to make everything so. Not every idea is needs to be or can be expanded into a bigger idea. Some things are just moments, and it's okay for those moments to be content. That's something I've learned too. Little moments, that's okay for them to be content. And your content doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look super, super professional and like production wise all the time because I am a director, I am a filmmaker, I am a writer, I am an actor, I am a dancer. So I'm really big on like production of things. But I've been recognizing that like content doesn't have to be a production. Content literally can just be casual, very mundane moments of my life. Um, or it can be snippets of really big productions. But content is small. That's what makes it so easy. It doesn't have to be polished. It just has to be put out. And I think that's what serves me best too. I know other people may not be like that, but I feel like something that works for me when it comes to creating content is just putting out any menial moment as much as often as possible. This moment right here, I assume that I can post this as a video. I will be posting this immediately. There's no reason for me not to. Um, Especially for me, one thing that I really like with content is I like being consistent. I like to be able to hit my quota for how many days or how many videos I've posted within a day or a week or a month. Um, and I think that's easier to do when I'm not having to project plan for each video, which is what I was doing before, which is why it was taking me so long to drop videos. But now that I'm conscientious of like, oh, okay, content does not have to be a production every time. It simply just has to be content. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be put out. I've taken the pressure off. Like, okay, content can literally just be content. Just put it out. Put it out and worry about everything later. Literally is how I work. Put it out, worry about theme and structure and like see like all of like this planning that goes into making it more grandiose. Worry about that later, just put the content out. That's how it's working for me. Okay, well, I think that's about enough for me today. I don't have anything else to say. So yeah, this was fun to my 0 people who are in this live, but it's okay. I will. Oh, I scratched my eyelid. Oh, that hurt. I will do this again, probably earlier because I know it's like 1:30 in the morning, so no one's awake. So yeah, I will be doing this again at another date. This was fun, even though I literally talked to nobody. Okay, bye.